Hello, so here is a rather vintage collage, and it's a scan of an analog collage, and it's one of those ones where it's a weird shape, but that's basically been informed by this bit here as which is the backdrop for the piece, and so this is why with my work you usually find they are very they are sometimes kind of weird shapes because as I've said many times, I don't often start with a sheet, a blank sheet, and then I'll put in stuff on that as we go, and so having like a blank background, I do it sometimes but not that often. So this is why sometimes you get the not standard shapes. Now this is a piece called Trying to See Beyond Past Mistakes. As you see there, I generally try and do the whole full title in the file name, which makes very interesting looking file names, and I've put the year on it. Sometimes I'll forget what year I've made some. It's interesting for some people to know and for me to know. And something I found out from scanning in work for this book is I did a lot of art. Seems to have done a lot of artwork that I like in 2004 for some reason. So yeah, so this piece is like 21 years old, if you can believe that. And so what we have here is we have most of these actually came from this same. I've got a one piece source material. I've got a couple of binders of this where you still get it sometimes now, but you had it more in the 80s when this came out, with a magazine series of a specific subject, and if you at the end you could buy a binder to put them all in. So this was a bunch of load of science. I think it might have been science-based ones. So that's why you've got things like one of the things it talked about was computer games. So you've got the very vintage Space Invaders game, which shows how far we've come in that regard, and someone hand making something. I'm not sure what this is he's holding in his hand. It's some kind of tool. Might be a dentist working on something. So and then you have the eye, and I don't have one of those tools that still to this day I don't have one of those tools that will cut a perfect circle, so that's why it's a little raggedy round here. But sometimes some might say that adds a little to the charm. And so there's a bit of you can look at it as a bit of a past a past motif going on here, because even like to the time when I made it, like the video games were retro. This kind of computer graphics, it may be or maybe some kind of output of like it's got a lot of numbers on it, and it's got an output, so it's some kind of experiment or something, or some kind of reading, some kind of data output. But actually looking at the position where the numbers are, is actually, it should be the other way around. It should but I moved it for the purpose of what I want to do here. And another part of my motif is you've got the steps of some I don't know if it's a Mesoamerican pyramid, might well some oops, it's something old. So I quite like this piece, as obviously, and so let me know what you think, whether you like it, and like, share, and subscribe. My description has my link tree, which has my merch links and my socials, and I shall speak to you soon. Thank you.